UK 82! How we doing, YouTube? Vinyl community? Good people of the interweb? How the devil are you? This is a Fred response video. Martin Parrott and his midlife crisis video. Is the VC in a midlife crisis? Is Martin having a midlife crisis? Am I having one? Well, I don't know about midlife, bloody crisis. Yeah, past year's been a bloody crisis. I was kind of, oh, I've got a hair in me. Yeah, sorry about that. I was kind of made aware I was in perhaps starting a bit of a midlife crisis a good few years ago. I'm 55 years of age, by the way. Must have been around 50 when I felt the need, there was some sort of calling inside of me. I felt the need to start wearing a flat cap. And yeah, I sure as hell don't know why. But I think it might have had something to do. I kept sort of seeing old men wearing flat caps, and I've never understood why they did. Perhaps it's because I was getting on myself, I suppose. I felt the need to get one, so I got one anyway. I got this from Camden years ago. I was down in Camden a few weeks ago, actually. I was walking around the market and there was a stall there, and retro, and they were selling flat caps, and I never did pick one up. But when I go back, I'll go and get myself another one. See, I don't know why. I don't know why I feel the need to have one. I've had this one years, but I don't really wear it. Makes me look like one of those old boys at fucking Hovis bread adverts, wearing this. By heck, when I was a lad, and good God, it's grim up north, and where's me whippet? And what's his name? Gilbert O'Sullivan. He used to wear one of them, didn't he? Anyway, yeah, and then my partner at the time, she's passed away now, God bless her soul, her and the daughter pointed out I was starting to go bald on top. And I found that most upsetting and disconcerting. And then it was pointed out I was starting to grow nasal hair. And then I checked to see if there was any hairs growing out my ears. Oh, most upsetting. Anyway, yeah, I find myself now, well, for the past year, it's coming up to a year since Jackie passed away. And, yeah, I'm I suppose what they call a widower. Got a 19-year-old daughter at home. I've got her to worry about, as well as myself to worry about. yeah, not really interested in chasing after a new partner. But I do feel quite lonely at times, um, especially when I come home from work. The house is empty. Daughter's normally upstairs doing her thing, what teenagers do, on the phone to her boyfriend and goodness knows who. And yeah, I hadn't really got, not really interested in chasing after women, and been there, seen it, done it. And yeah, um, I do apologise. I find myself sort of yearning now for nostalgia, nostalgic things. I don't know if I'm. Well, I like seeing about the past and things like learning how things work. Martin alluded to traction engines and trains. Well, I like seeing them, and they put a smile on your face when you see one puffing away, and old Victorian pieces of machinery and that. But I don't know. I think I'm surrounding myself with nostalgia, things of comfort. Things I can, perhaps feel a bit of solace with. Things I enjoy. Old and oldie stuff I really love. Things like the old Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes films. Absolutely love watching them. I've got another one of these albums in the collection actually, to show for November's finds. Been playing this one a lot, and I think I've shown this one in the past. Good old BBC Sports Report. It's got a famous piece of music, introduction music. I think it's called Out of the Blue. Grand old radio highlights of famous sporting events. And of course, the old nostalgic, I've been yearning for nostalgic TV programmes. Jerry Anderson's Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet. Been buying a lot actually of the old Doctor Who videos from the second-hand games and DVD and CD shop, CEX. Doctor Who and the Seeds of Doom, Tom Baker. I love the old Doctor Who's. So much better than this old modern shite. BBC and that have ruined it. There's another Tom Baker, Genesis of the Daleks. So yeah. So if I'm going for a midlife crisis, this is how I'm sort of coping with it. Like I say, I don't really go charging after women anymore. I respect my Jackie too much for that. Before I met her, there was a time when I did do it. Nice young ladies. Never did have a black girlfriend. I've got to be careful how I hold this one up. It's a bit rude. Yeah, that's enough. We don't want to attract the attentions of any dirty old men in the VC. Why do I feel the need to put a naked black lady on a cover jiggling her whatsits up and down? I don't know. But yeah, I did try chatting up a black girl once at a pub cum club in Skegness. Donkeys years ago. I think it was the 90s, if I remember right. And quite encouraging. First word rhymed with duck and the second word was off. So there you go. Right, Martin's midlife crisis thread. That's enough of my ramblings and recollections of the past. What's the most midlife record you own? Well, Martin showed a Phil Collins one. I don't have any Phil Collins records. I used to have that, his cover of You Can't Hurry Love. I used to have that one back in the day. Not really a Phil Collins fan. I've got a record here. I never actually purchased it. It was sent to me in a pile of other stuff I brought. And more about that in another video. But it's that. I've never played it. I don't want to play it. I don't care for it. The Captain and Tennille, were they married? I honestly don't know. I don't know nothing about them. I don't particularly want to. The only good thing about that is the couple of bulldogs on the front of the sleeve. Love will keep us. I think I've heard that one on the old Golden Oldie radio station. Yeah, that was sent to me with other stuff, and I'm going to do a video about that. A bit of a question for you all. So yeah, that's probably about as middle as the road I'd get. A record you shouldn't really own. It's just so wrong. I don't know how you define that really. Just so wrong. Is it in a guilty pleasure type record? I don't know. There's nothing really guilty about anything I own. I like it. I liked it at the time. I still like it now. But I've gone with that one. The Vindaloo Seaside Summer Special. Featuring Fuzzbox. Ted Chippington. He's the drunk one there in the old deck chair. I think he's some sort of northern comedian. I don't know if he's still going, but he did the old club circuit back in the day. And there's a group there called the Nightingales, which I've heard of. And I might have heard them in the charts in the past or back in the day, but I don't really know anything about them. Fuzzbox, young sort of punky pop sort of sound. So yeah, I'll put links to these anyway in the description. So I think that's the best I can do with a record you just really shouldn't own. It's wrong. Perhaps I shouldn't own the one with the black lady jiggling the what's-its up and down. Is that morally wrong? It's certainly not PC. Most embarrassing record with a dad dance, hopefully attached to it. I remember going to parties when I was a kid with me mum and that. And relatives, aunties, and mostly aunties and uncles would get up when they put old rock and roll type songs on, you know, Let's Twist Again and all that malarkey. I remember that quite vividly. And I do have, I'm not really a big rock and roll fan. I nearly said Bob Paisley then for a minute. I was thinking of somebody else. Bill Haley. I was thinking Bob Paisley, the old Liverpool manager. Yeah, they put Bill Haley on and Let's Twist Again and Rock Around the Clock, and you get all the aunties and uncles. I'm not going to get up and do it. They'd be up there and rocking and rolling and all that and twisting and I always found that rather embarrassing. But they loved it. That's the only sort of real rock and roll stuff. And I do love a bit of the old Little Richard. Fantastic. Especially Long Tall Sally. Love that song. Of course, that featured in the Predator film, didn't it? And helicopter scene. But nowadays, when a lot of people put this on at the parties and discos I've been to, and you get older folk, mostly women, you get up and they're dancing along to that, the old ska and One Step Beyond and Night Boat to Cairo and all that sort of malarkey. You get some of the men come up, they're usually pissed as a fart. We went and saw a band the other week, me, the daughter and her boyfriend, and she met up with some friends there. And there was a DJ there who we know. He was putting on the old skinhead reggae stuff and ska and all that, and people were getting up dancing to it. My daughter loves dancing. She's there in all the skinhead girl apparel and all that, dancing away, and you get the odd drunken twat. I shouldn't really say it. They're drunk, they're pissed, but they're having a grand old time. They're not causing anybody harm. He got up, started doing his moves, and promptly slipped right over on his ass. And he did it 3 times during the evening, to much hilarity. But yeah, the dance floor was full, loads of it. And I used to do it. I used to get up and dance years ago, back in the 80s and that. And I can't do it now. My knees have had it. I need knee replacements. And my back gives me grief and all. But yeah, all part of growing old, isn't it? So yeah, midlife crisis. I don't know, am I going through one or not? A bit of a crisis. Say with my beloved Jackie, coming up to a year now since she's been gone, and I miss her terribly. Daughter misses her mum terribly, so do her 2 brothers. But yeah, I hope that's okay for you, Martin. Why not have a go yourselves, VC? Come on, have a go. It don't cost you nothing, does it? You know. Go over and watch his Fred video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well. Why not? Don't cost you nothing. See yous later. Bye for now.